welcome back to the channel. We've been working on volume of solids. We've looked at volume of rectangular prisms, which is just length times width times height, and then we looked at volume of triangular prisms, which is length times width times height divided by 2. We're going to take a look now at the combination of that. This is called a complex figure. Complex figure because it's not just a simple formula that goes into it. Anytime you get a complex figure, something that's complex, I always feel it's easier to break it down into things that aren't complex, shapes that you know how to find. So we're going to be taking a look at that today. But I've brought a special guest to help me. Hope you guys are cool with that. He's been a friend for me for a long time, and he's not a big fan of math. So I figured, hey, I'll bring him on. If I can teach him, I can teach you. You guys want to meet him? His name is Tom. Tommy, come on over here.
Oh, hey Nick, how are you doing?
Well, Tommy, I'm doing well. Today we're learning a little bit of math.
Oh man, I really don't like math.
I know, but a lot of times you don't like math because you don't understand it.
You think that's why?
I kind of do think that's why, but I think you can handle it.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Are you sure you're sure?
I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure I'm sure. Are you sure?
Huh?
You a little bit confused?
Yeah.
So why don't I help you with this problem a little bit, Tommy? Go ahead and take a look at it.
Oh, it's a birdhouse. I love birdhouses so much. I really do.
I'm glad you do. So Tommy, this birdhouse though is not just us drawing or making a birdhouse.
It's not?
No, this is actually for, you doing okay there?
Yeah, I just kind of staring at the camera. It's kind of interesting.
You like looking at the camera?
Duh.
Oh, I'm glad you like looking at the camera.
Yeah, I sure do.
You need to stop so we can get to math.
Oh yeah, sorry.
You're like my students, you're just distracting.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so Tommy, this is a birdhouse, but we actually have to find the volume of this birdhouse.
What's volume?
That's a great question. Volume is how much something is filled up.
Oh, like a bathtub.
Kind of like a bathtub a little bit, sure. More like swimming pools and bathtubs and a tissue box. How many tissues go in it?
Oh, because of like this sickness stuff going around. We need tissues and toilet paper.
And toilet paper, you're right. So, let's focus, Tommy. Back to this. So you notice this shape is really complex, Tommy.
Yeah, it is kind of interesting looking. I think it kind of looks like a pentagon.
It does kind of look like a pentagon, this part right here. But not quite. It's not a perfect pentagon. It is a five-figure thing, just not a perfect pentagon.
Oh, okay.
So I was talking to the class about taking a complex figure and breaking it down into something simpler, things that we know how to do.
Oh, like triangular prisms.
Exactly, like triangular prisms. So if you'll notice, this shape here is actually already in... What are you doing?
Sorry, I just had the urge to bite you.
That's really weird. You should knock that out. So, that being said, we can break this up into simpler shapes. Do you want to see how that breaks up into simpler shapes?
I sure do.
Alright, so you'll notice, can you hold the pen for me, Marker? Bite it off. Thank you. Spit it out.
There you go.
Thanks. So, this shape here, this top one, as you notice, Tommy, is already a triangular prism. Do you see that? I have this shape here.
Oh yeah, I see it.
So, this shape right here,
Hi guys.
okay, let me count.
Oh, sorry.
This shape right here is broken up to something that has a base of 12. Okay, a length here that has the same distance of this part, which is 7 inches. The only thing we're missing is the height. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, because length times height divided by 2 is the volume of a triangular prism.
Yes. So, that being said, I have that. Now I have this weird shape I need to look at. Now this weird shape I can actually break up, because of how this is written here, that this is 5 inches and this is 5 inches, into a triangular prism, a rectangular prism, and a triangular prism. I'll show you what that looks like. So, I would draw a line straight down like this. And you'll notice it makes for me
A triangle.
yes. Please don't interrupt me. That's rude. And we can't talk at the same time.
Why not?
I'll explain it later. So, this right here creates a triangle, and then I would do the same thing over here, and that creates another triangle.
Oh yeah, I see it. A triangle right there
it also creates inside here a rectangular prism.
Oh, I see it.
Do you? So this length right here would be 10 inches, right? 5 inches and 5 inches together. And we already know the length on this side here is 8 inches. So that tells me this guy right here is 8 inches, and this guy right here is 8 inches. See how that works, Tommy?
Yeah, I do.
So what we did is we broke it up into 4 different shapes. Triangular prism at the top, cut that part off. Triangular prism here, rectangular prism here, and a triangular prism here. 4 different shapes. If we find the volume of all 4 of those and add it together, it gives us the volume of the entire shape. We still have some missing pieces that we have to figure out. We still don't know the height of this triangle, okay? We also don't know the base of this triangle or the base of this one. We'll have to do some math to figure all that out. But it is basic addition
Oh, I can do addition.
and subtraction.
Oh,
You can do that too.
yes, I can. Woo!
Alright, so that being said, this thing here, the entire height, if you'll notice that is 14 inches. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so because this part here is 8 inches, do you see that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so because this is 8 inches, and this whole thing is 14 inches, what would be this height, Tony?
Well, 14. Take away 8. 6.
It would be 6, so this is 6 inches. So that tells me base, height, and length, or base, height, width of my triangular prism. So I could find the volume of that.
Yeah, with length times width times height divided by 2. You sure can. Oh man, this is great.
Yes. Now I can find this one here. The only thing I'm missing is, you'll notice I have the 8 inches. Alright? I know actually what the length part of it is, because it's the same here. It's going to be the 7 inches. So I have 8 and 7. The only thing I'm missing is that base.
Oh, that one's a little trickier to see. But wait. Look here. That is 12 inches, right? And down here, it's 10 inches. So 12 take away 10 is 2. That part, there's 2.
You're close, Tommy. It's not 2, not quite. And that's because there's a part here and a part here.
Oh, 2 parts.
Yes, 2 parts, exactly. So that means this part and this part together, plus the 5 and 5, have to add up to make 12.
Oh, so each one is 1. 1.
Exactly, this is 1 inch. So now we have all the pieces we need. I know this is chaotic. Of all the pieces we need to find the volume. Should we take a look at it? All the pieces together?
Yeah,
Well, Tommy, I actually already created those on the back side of this.
you did.
Yeah, so if you could help me turn it around. Can you bite that side?
I don't like the light metal.
I'll do it anyway.
Oh, 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 that hurt.
You're fine. Come back over here. Alright, so you'll notice we actually took these shapes, Tommy, and we broke them down. We did them all. So you'll notice this is our...
Our top triangular prism.
Exactly. We did the math right over there, Tommy. That's 7 times 6 times 12 divided by 2, and it was 252. Then we did...
Oh, this is the smaller one with the 1 inch.
Exactly. We did 7 times 8 times 1, divided that by 2, we got 28 and 28. Because both of those triangles
Are the same.
exactly. Then we got that rectangular prism down at the bottom there. Now notice, I didn't find the volume for that one.
Wait, I know how to find volume. I know. Shh.
Calm down.
But I know.
Okay, go ahead and tell everybody.
I would do 8 times 10 times 7. And then I would divide by 2.
You would divide by 2? Why do you think that?
Because, oh, wait, it's not a triangle. So I would just do 8 times 10 times 7. Yeah, that's find the volume.
Exactly. Then you take all of those, add them together, and you found the volume of the birdhouse. Does that help?
Yeah, sure does.
Alright guys, you heard it from him. That being said, throw a comment down in there. What do you think the answer is? Did you find it? Take a look here at all the work. If you have any questions, throw a comment down there as well. Things you're stuck on, we could add some videos. And maybe I'll bring Tommy back.
Yeah, bring me back. I like this. This is so cool.
I'm glad you think this is cool, Tommy. So, don't forget to subscribe, hit a like. Have a great day, guys.